Let's say you wanted to get rid of private property. I know that's a crazy idea, but let's just say, how would you go about doing it? Well, there are a few ways that you could do it. If you were a Marxist or you sort of work in that tradition, you may think, okay, common ownership over everything and then distribution to each according to their needs. If you read The Ecology of Freedom, which is Murray Bookchin's most famous book, you may come out with a different idea, and that idea is called usufruct. It's a really gnarly term, but usufruct refers to a very simple sounding concept, which is people who need something go and use that thing. That's pretty much as simple as it gets. And that may sound kind of, okay, pretty basic, fair enough. What really is the difference? Well, there are a couple key differences between this idea and a centralized thing that distributes based on need. The first thing is, well, all of a sudden we don't need to worry about a centralized bureaucracy to deal with the problem of distribution. This is something that Bookchin and people like him worry about particularly. There's the other thing that you don't need to calculate based on need. And none of this is tied in any way to I need to contribute a certain amount to get something else back. There's none of that kind of calculation there. It is literally just everything is essentially common and those who need something in that moment use it. Let's say you need a tool. Well, you pick up the tool and you use it until you don't need it anymore, and then you pass it to the next person who may need it next. This is a very fluid system. It's a system that works based on kind of a mutual understanding. It's a lot of work to actually make this thing work because it is rooted in the idea of mutual aid and not necessarily in some kind of centralized structure that can make those decisions. But it's for that very reason a very powerful idea. What do you make of this idea of usufruct and the ideas of Murray Bookchin? This is one of Bookchin's kind of three pillars. He lays out his ecological vision for the future, and they're based on three pillars. The others are complementarity and, of course, the irreducible minimum, my favorite of the three pillars, and I'll make videos on those. But I just wanted to get into this idea of usufruct. What is it? Throw it out there. What do you think? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.